Squishy, squishy, 1, 2, 3. Squishy, squishy, sun cloud tree.
The Magical Forest Friends.
Once upon a time, in the heart of the colorful forest, where time flowed slowly and the wind whispered tales to the trees, lived a dreamer bear named Fluffy. Fluffy was the sweetest, most tender-hearted bear you could ever meet, but lately, a strange emptiness had settled inside him. He'd wake up in the mornings, sit at the entrance of his cave, and just watch the forest. Everyone else seemed to have a passion, a reason that made them excited to get out of bed. The birds, it seemed, were born to sing their beautiful songs. The river was always yearning to flow and journey onwards. Fluffy would ask himself, what about me? What is the song inside of me? Where is that special spark that makes me, me? Did I really come to this world just to sleep and eat honey? That morning, Fluffy made a decision. He would go out into the forest, watch others, and find the one thing that would make his heart pound with excitement, his own true talent. As the sun rose higher in the sky, Fluffy found himself in a field filled with flowers. And there, he saw Buzz the bee. But Buzz wasn't just working, he was practically dancing in the air. The sound of his wings was like music, and he had a huge smile on his face as he moved from flower to flower. Fluffy watched, completely mesmerized. Buzz, he asked gently, what do you feel when you fly like that? Buzz did a little somersault in the air. I feel freedom, Fluffy. I become one with the wind. This is my passion, to dance in the sky. Maybe my happiness is in the sky too, Fluffy thought to himself. He closed his eyes, trying to feel the wind. He spread his arms wide and rose onto his tiptoes. He tried to turn gracefully, just like a bee. One turn, 2 turns, but Fluffy's chubby, adorable body wasn't built for soaring. It was built for standing firmly on the ground. As he tried to spin, he got terribly dizzy. His feet tingled, and he rolled onto the soft grass with a loud thump. He hadn't hurt himself, but he felt a little embarrassed. No, he thought. The sky didn't give me that feeling of freedom. My passion isn't flying. Wiping the leaves off his fur, he headed down to the riverside. There, he saw Chip the Beaver, carefully examining the wood he had gathered. He was putting the pieces together like a giant jigsaw puzzle. Chip was so focused on his work that it seemed like nothing else in the world even mattered. Uncle Chip, Fluffy said, does working with all this would make you happy? Chip's eyes lit up as he replied, ah, Fluffy. Creating order from chaos, connecting the pieces to build something strong and useful. That's what makes my heart beat faster. Fluffy felt a spark of excitement. Creating order. Maybe the piece I'm looking for is right here, he said. He immediately started gathering stones and branches from nearby. He wanted to stack them up and build his own artistic tower. He placed one stone, then another, but Fluffy's paws were a bit too big and clumsy for such delicate work. Just as he placed the final stone on top, the whole tower crashed down with a loud crack. The stones scattered everywhere, and everything he had built was instantly ruined. Looking at the mess, Fluffy felt no excitement inside. Just a wave of weariness. Not this either, he murmured to himself. Building and connecting things doesn't make my heart sing. With one last shred of hope, he walked deeper into the forest. High above his head, he saw Zipper the Squirrel leaping from tree to tree. Zipper was so fast, so cheerful, that his laughter echoed through the woods. Climbing high was just the fun game for him. Fluffy hugged a thick tree trunk. Perhaps the thrill I'm looking for is in the heights, he said. He started to climb. He dug his claws into the bark and pulled himself up, inch by inch. But as he got higher, his heart began to pound not with excitement, but with fear. When he dared to look down, his stomach churned. He didn't feel the joy that Zipper felt, only terror. Slowly and shakily, he climbed back down. The moment his paws touched the ground, he took a deep, relieved breath. He sat down heavily on a large stone. The sun was about to set, casting long shadows through the trees. Fluffy's shoulders slumped. A single tear rolled down his furry cheek. "I guess I don't have any special talent," he said to himself. "I can't dance like a bee, I can't build like a beaver, and I can't climb like a squirrel. I'm just an ordinary bear with no passion at all." Just then, a sweet scent drifted to his nose. It was the smell of wild forest blackberries. Absent-mindedly, Fluffy picked up a handful of the berries. Then, he looked at the fruits in his paw. How vibrant their colors were! Reds, purples, and deep blacks, like little jewels created by nature. Fluffy gently crushed the berries between his fingers. When he saw the rich purple juice that stained his paw, a strange, warm feeling awakened inside him. Then he smelled the wild mint growing nearby. This fresh scent would go so well with the sweetness of the berry, he thought. Without even realizing it, his sadness began to vanish. In its place came a focus he had never felt before. Fluffy was no longer thinking, he was only feeling. He found a large, clean leaf and spread it out in front of him. Like a painter coloring a canvas, he began to crush and mix the fruits. He found some walnuts and cracked them open, sprinkling the crunchy pieces over the soft berry puree. As he put the different colors side by side, he felt his heart flutter. "This is it," he whispered. "This is the feeling I didn't get while flying or climbing. Playing with colors, scents, and tastes, creating something new." He completely lost track of time. What he was making wasn't just a meal, it was a work of art. The smell was so wonderful that even the wind seemed to change direction just to carry the scent through the forest. Smelling the incredible aroma, his friends Buzz the Bee, Chip the Beaver, and Zipper the Squirrel all came over, curious to see what was happening. When Fluffy offered them the magnificent plate he had prepared, a wave of happiness he had never known before surged through him. It was the passion of sharing and making others happy. Buzz the Bee took a taste, and his eyes sparkled. "Fluffy, these flavors, it's like dancing with the very essence of the flowers." Zipper the Squirrel shouted, "M. I've never eaten walnuts like this before. It's wonderful." And Chip the Beaver looked at the plate with admiration. "Look at the colors, the order of it all. This is a true work of art, Fluffy." Fluffy finally understood. His talent wasn't to imitate others. His talent was to take what nature offered, add his own love, and turn it into a delicious feast. His passion was telling stories with flavors. That evening, as the sun set over the colorful forest, Fluffy was no longer asking, "Who am I?" because he had found his answer. He was the Wizard of Flavors. And from that day on, Fluffy always said, if you lose track of time while doing something and your heart is smiling, that is your magic. Never let go of that magic. And so 3 apples fell from the sky, one for those who seek their own song, one for those who are not afraid to try new things, and one for those who find their passion and make the world a more beautiful place. Thanks for watching our story. If you enjoyed Fluffy's journey, don't forget to like and subscribe for more adventures. See you next time!